Turbulence, your world shaking and crumbling is just one step. Try to make it without stumbling, it's turbulence. Try to grab onto something else in a second, you might be left with nothing. It's turbulence, your world shaking and crumbling is just one step. Try to make it without stumbling, it's turbulence. Try to grab onto something else in a second, you might be left with nothing. It's turbulence, walking down the wrong path, he was lost. It wouldn't have helped if he had a map. One step closer to making the wrong decision, you could see his eyes were filling with the ambition. He was young and raised in the war streets where there is nothing that karma can beat. For those that seek the evil, they will receive. Once you've been possessed, you won't escape. Even if you persist, it was a risk, but also searching for momentum. But once you find it, you'll find the whole spectrum. Since little he learned it was about survival of the fittest, but that ain't true. Sometimes just gotta be the quickest. He thought if it was the first time he'd get away, but he didn't realize the cycle that only death can escape. And luck will time will eventually fade, losing his faith in the world, cause the world had been cold to him. But I knew inside that cold exterior he was filled with dreams, a broken soul surviving a harsh reality. So I won't blame the brother for his mentality, but rather reflect, is that conditions we're living? When everything's against you, you can do things that are thrilling. And spiritual healing's just 1 degree of separation from healing. That's why every word I release has so much meaning. I won't stop spitting, cause I don't want my family's grieving. It's a feeling of pressure dropping at night that makes me want to find any kind of light. Cause out there, you can't make it alone, especially if you come from broken body or some broken homes. In this lifetime, you have to look out for your people, cause you won't know what's good until you've experienced evil. You won't know what's good, yeah, until you've experienced evil. It's turbulence, your world shaking and crumbling is just one step. Try to make it without stumbling, it's turbulence. Try to grab onto something cause in a second you might be left with nothing. It's turbulence, your world shaking and crumbling is just one step. Try to make it without stumbling, it's turbulence. Try to grab onto something cause in a second you might be left with nothing. It's turbulence, when your thoughts are controlled by them emotions. You're feeling like there is nothing out there, no option. Your mind splitting like a mental concussion, and it hurts like if you were beaten like drums. Be cautious because it could happen. You mentally turn suicidal. In one hand you got a rifle, in the other one you got a Bible. So it's a battle that you must fight against time. If you don't kill it, it'll kill you like a life in crime. It's the nature of physics where vices must fall. That's why I know so many fallen angels now living through cold. We're all who our backs against the wall. When every ghetto you find drug distribution, we introduce the drugs first. It's up to your conclusion. Why said so many lives have been lost while people living like life has no cost. Guru said it in this crowd of there ain't nobody you can trust. And the deception of your inception reflects the unjust. There are so many choices you gotta make, but so many of those choices could lead to mistakes. For those people looking for heaven, it's a place in your mind, not like it's been pictured, hidden in the skies. And the question is blatant, when is where people gonna rise? I rise my fist cause of what that symbolize. My tongue's not poisonous but deadly like a boa constrictor. Change forms multiple times like a shapeshifter. I learn I gotta do less talking and be a better listener, and constantly be changing like a transitioner. Cause otherwise the turbulence might get me, and I'll be the only one with the ability to save me. So once again, you gotta look out for your people, cause you won't know what's good until you've experienced evil. You won't know what's good until you've experienced evil, yeah. It's turbulence, your world shaking and crumbling is just one step. Try to make it without stumbling, it's turbulence. Try to grab onto something cause in a second you might be left with nothing. It's turbulence, your world shaking and crumbling is just one step. Try to make it without stumbling, it's turbulence. Try to grab onto something cause in a second you might be left with nothing.